let us introduce ourselves. My name is Rohman Hidayat.
Muhammad Alifianur F.Y.
My name is Kartika Dwi Candra.
My name is Nafadila Imtinan.
And I am Andi Muhammad N.R.
And in this occasion, we will have some discussion about qualitative data analysis technique. And we can start our discussion from Tika.
Okay, I will explain about flow model. Flow model consists of 4 process. The first process is data collection period. In this process, researcher will collect all the data that they need. And the second process is data reduction. Data reduction is the process of determine or modify the raw data that the researcher got from data collection period. And the next process is data display. So data display is a group of information that allow the researcher to make a conclusion. And the last is conclusion drawing. This process is the process of finding pattern, finding proposition, and explanation about the research. So that's all about flow data that I did.
Okay, so about flow data analysis techniques, yeah. Okay, and the second one is coding. And coding, I will explain about the coding. The coding is also one of the techniques that qualitative data analysis techniques have, and coding itself is one of the process that data analysis techniques, which process of the research is, especially this is the basic one because we will coding the transcript and the data from that we got in the shape of words, sentence, phrase, and paragraph, and this is also assigning code or labels. And according to Strauss and Corbin 1990, they have 2 types of coding. The first one is axial coding and the second one is open coding. Axial coding itself, the giving of code in the giving code or labels of words and phrase that found in the transcript, and the open coding itself giving the theme. So giving the code, and the theme is very different. Code is the small one and the theme is the big one. For example, the axial code is when we make a code in the sentence. For example, take a holiday and then take a nap, go to the gym, and then watch TV. That is what we call as codes or labels. If we move it into theme, we can say it as the activity that adults do after the work. Understand? So we give the theme for the axial and for the open coding, and the small one for the axial coding. And the things that we can make a code itself is about the behavior, and then the strategies, the activities, the states, the relationship, conditions, settings, and so on. So it's so many things that we can code for the transcript that we got from the data that we got in the real condition. And from the book that I've read so many examples, but it's very hard for me to explain as in orally because we should see the real example from the book. That's from me for the coding. And the next one is
It's about qualitative content analysis.
Qualitative content analysis. Okay.
Yeah, it's about the qualitative content analysis based on what I have read before. Yeah, the main idea of the procedure of the analysis as the developed within the communication science and to transfer and further develop them to qualitative interpretative step of analysis. And the recorded communication such as transcript of the interviews, the discourse, video tape, etc. are the object of the qualitative content analysis. And the first goal of the qualitative content analysis, it will be perceived to be the fundamental, the basic for the qualitative oriented procedure in the interpreting text. Okay, there is two approach, the central approach for it, which is inductive category development and deductive category application, and that's all for what I got from the qualitative content analysis.
Okay.
The next one is
So the next one is about transcribing. So transcribing is one of the data analysis technique, and it used for interpreting the data from the spoken word to written from. So from the book I read, Jefferson system is used to transcribe the data, and in the book use many symbols to transcribe the data. Okay, so the first one is this.
okay. This symbol
You know-
means
You know what symbol?
no.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
So the name is single parenthesis. So this is
This one.
single parenthesis, single parenthesis. So this symbol indicate the words of the speaker are hard to understand by the transcriber. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the first symbol.
Yeah, this is the first symbol. So the next is this. It's same like before, but there's words
Inside.
between the single parenthesis.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the second symbol. So this symbol indicate the words of the speaker are the transcriber is not sure if the words is spoken by the speaker. Yeah. And the next is this symbol. The symbol is same like the first symbol, but there's two
Double barrels.
Yeah.
Double.
So this is
Double of it.
so the
it
name
has
is
to
double parenthesis. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
The name
double
is
parenthesis.
double parenthesis.
Oh,
This is correct.
Yeah.
correct.
So the symbol indicate the behavior of the speaker. For example, the words between them is walking slowly. Yeah. So it's indicating the behavior of the speaker. Yeah. And next is this. Yeah.
What kind of
Maybe you can
parents?
show.
This is like parent.
Oh, that's not okay.
So the
That's not
name
parents.
of the symbol is brackets.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
brackets.
Bracket indicates overlapping speech of the speaker and the transcriber.
Oh.
Overlapping is they talk at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Separate
Yeah.
and
They
different
text
them.
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And next is boldface. Do you know what is boldface?
We don't know.
I
We
think
don't
my
just
face
know
is
the
gold.
poker face.
Why?
Because I have a lot of fats.
Yeah,
No, it's
okay.
not about that lah.
So boldface indicate emphasis of the words that show loudness or pitch of the speakers. Example is the example of the sentence is I do that to blah blah blah. Yeah, that is the boldface.
Boldface.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
To emphasize something.
Yeah, emphasize the word. Yeah.
Maybe we can set like point someone like
Yes.
you emphasize that.
Emphasize.
What you want.
And next
The
is
face.
this.
Triple dot.
No,
Horizontal.
horizontal triple dot. Yeah. So this symbol indicates some words in a line of text is being removed. Yeah. Being removed. Yeah.
Like
Blah
what?
blah blah. Blah, blah, blah. Example,
Like etc.
I want to blah 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 that.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like
it's like a exercise,
Yeah.
teacher's exercise
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
students like that.
Yeah.
Need to continue it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next is this
Vertical.
vertical triple
Triple
dots.
Okay, what is this? What does that mean?
So this means more indicates more than a line of text is being removed. So the first this is the words and this is the sentence. Sentence is removed. Sentence is removed. Yeah.
Okay. The next symbol.
Yeah. And next is
What about this one?
oh yeah. This one is full stop inside the single parenthesis. Yeah. Yeah, this is the full stop. So the symbol indicate short pause.
Oh.
Yeah, short pause. Yeah. And next is this number inside the single
Single
parenthesis.
parenthesis.
Yeah. So the symbol indicate time pause in the speech.
Oh.
So the 3.0 is the time pause. Yeah.
3 second.
Yeah, second.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And next is this equal sign.
Equal sign.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It indicate there is no pause after the sentences of the phrases. No pause. Yeah. And next is this. This is hyphens. Yeah.
Like minus.
Yeah, like minus. So this indicates cut off of the word. Cut off of the word. Example. Example is. Can I see?
Yeah.
Example is and he just stare at me. Yeah. Example. Just stare at me.
Just-
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But we use
Yeah,
as
yeah.
one sentence. Like what is it? To connect, still connect
Oh,
the
yeah,
sentence.
still connect,
Use
yeah.
this symbol.
Yeah. And next is
Which one? This one?
yeah, this one. The name of this one is columns.
Oh.
Columns.
I thought
Yes.
it was double, triple,
Triple,
horizontal
horizontal
dots.
No.
Like a combo.
This one has a name.
Like a combo.
Yeah, the name is column. So it indicates a stretch sound. It means that the long sounds. Yeah, like so the more
Filler.
the
Yeah.
more longer the symbol is, the more sound.
Oh.
Yeah, the more longer the sound too. Yeah, and then the next is this. Do you know the name of this?
Dots.
Single dot.
Dot, single dot.
No, actually in the book the name is period.
Oh yeah.
Like
So
woman.
it's more
Yeah.
That's
No,
the period.
no.
Yes.
So it indicates the intonation is falling at the end of the speech. Yeah, intonation is falling. Yeah. The intonation. Yeah, okay. So the next is this. You know?
Question.
Question mark.
Yeah, this is question mark. It indicates the intonation is rising at the end of the speech.
Like.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And the last is this. The symbol. The symbol is exclamation points. It indicates the surprise intonation.
Oh, yes.
Like
What?
what?
Really?
Yeah. Watch out. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. That are the symbols of the Jefferson system to inspect the data. In qualitative data analysis technique. Yeah. So that's all for me.
Okay. That's very helpful to us to understand the
Yeah,
symbol,
the symbol.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
the data analysis
It's
technique.
different than
So
the
much
we had
Hmm.
known before, right?
to consider.
Okay. And the last one is Alif. So what
Yeah,
you
so-
got? What you got?
I'm going to talk about the deduction and induction. You know what deduction and induction?
No.
Deduction and
no.
induction are approaches in qualitative data analysis. So deduction is start with the theory. So we try to find the theory first, and then we construct the hypothesis. Yeah, that's for the. And next we do an observation. Yeah. After we got all the data, and then we conclude, and then we make a confirmation. So that's for deduction. And deduction is usually used in quantitative research, but deduction also can used by the qualitative. And for induction, they start with the observation first. They collecting they try to collect the data first, and then the researcher will try to find the pattern. After the researcher got the pattern, they construct a tentative hypothesis, and then they the last thing the researcher do is maybe relate the theory. The researcher will relate it to the theory. That's the differences between deduction and induction. And deduction deduction is usually used by quantitative, but also qualitative. Qualitative research also can use deduction, but quantitative research cannot use induction. Yeah, that's the difference between them. And then I also read about the quantitative data in qualitative research. So the presence of the qualitative data in qualitative research, it doesn't mean that they are mixed method. So it's just a good strategy for the researcher to input qualitative data in qualitative research, like that. So if we use quantitative data in qualitative research, that doesn't mean we use mixed method. It can still be a qualitative method, like that. So that's what I got from what I've read.
Okay. So everyone already share the knowledge from the book that we have read, and it's very helpful for us to study about the qualitative data analysis technique. And I hope that this discussion will give us a benefit to do our research later in our thesis, in our right. And I think that's all from us for today's discussion, and see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.